everybody, this is my first YouTube video, so please be kind. I was trying to do some research on a new Toro super mulcher, the lawnmower that was coming out. Couldn't find really anything on it, so I thought I'd step up and help everyone who's looking for this to get some information on this. So it's a 2021 model from Toro. It's using the whole Flex battery pack, Flex Force battery pack system. Now the nice thing about this one, first off, is that the red version that you've seen probably in 2020 uses the 60 volt, but only has the 6 amp battery that comes with it. This being the super mulcher, they've actually given you the 7.5 amp battery instead, which has a 405 watt hours. So you're going to get a little bit more use out of it, because this has to do a lot more work probably than the regular mulcher, because I'll show you in a bit how kind of everything keeps underneath the deck, so that you get a nice small amount of grass that comes out that you can put the nutrients back on your lawn. So I have charged this. It did take 2 hours and 45 minutes. I know this is a stickler with a lot of people online. I think for the benefits that you get out of this, I'm willing to deal with like a couple hours charging my battery. So pretty simple. Just lift up the top here. You'll find the grooves that lines up with the back of the battery pack. Slide it down until it gives a good click. And as long as the top closes, you know you got a secure fit. So just want to quickly show you here. These are your quick releases for your handles. I'm going to just tip this up for a second. So one you can see is this easy stone go. Now Toro does give you 2 blades. This that they put on as default is your Econo blade. It'll kind of help you get a longer run on your battery. But you also get this performance blade that comes with it as well. So if you're planning on bagging, general, if you want a better look for your lawn, they suggest installing the performance blade. But today I'm just going to use the Econo. I'll see how well it does and then try the performance and see if it really makes a difference. So you can see these additional red pieces here that kind of catch the grass underneath the deck to help keep the grass in there a little bit longer so you can get a finer mulch. You can see the transmission motor down here. Nice little thing for your stone go is that it has wheels on the bottom of this, so it makes it a lot easier to kind of roll this into place. All right, down. Let's bring this up, turn the handles again, and it's locked in place, ready to go. So it makes it nice and easy for storage. As with the other 60 volt lawnmowers, you still have the washout port here, which is good, especially on the super mulcher. Now, one thing that I was waiting for this particular model for is the cast aluminum deck. This thing will not rust out on you. I had a previous version of this, probably close to 3 decades old, before I finally traded in and got this, and had not one speck of rust on the thing. So for Toro, this is a plus, and one of the things I was waiting for, instead of getting the regular mulcher, I was waiting to see this guy coming out this year. So this was already put together for me when I picked it up at the store. If you go to your Toro retailer, it'll come in around $900 plus. But given again the cast aluminum deck, better battery, you get the super mulcher, I was willing to pay the difference. You can go obviously cheaper and get the plastic deck, or you get just the steel deck, but in the end, longevity of the deck if you're going around things and worrying about rust, if you want this to be like a one and done kind of system. For me personally, this is what I was waiting for. So same charger that you get with any of the other Force Flex battery products that Toro puts out there. You got the bay catcher on the side here, and you also have an option for side catcher here. So for the bay catcher, really easy. Nice thing is that you can put the bag right through the handlebars here, so it makes it nice and easy. And literally just find the grooves at the top, and these things just slide in. Boom, done. So a little dark in here, it's hard to see where the grooves were, but that's it. And then when you want to take it off, you literally just lift the handle, pops right off. So a lot of no fuss, no muss. Now, one thing with the super mulcher that the regular mulchers, I'm not sure you can zoom in here, you can see the wheels I was talking to you about, storage when you have it upright. This does come with the plug. So I know this is a benefit that a lot of people found nice in the regular mulcher Toro, that you just have a little blue switch here. You go from bagging to mulching. Because this is a super mulcher, you know, they stuck with the plug. There's a little metal lever here to go from lock to unlock and pull it out. So not as big as the one I used to have. It kind of took up half the side when you threw it in here, but yes, you will have the plug with the super mulcher. Alright, so on the side catcher, if you decide to go that route, there is a locking mechanism here. Again, a little metal lever. If you're in mulch mode or bag mode, they always suggest you have a lockdown so nothing happens here. But you do get the side catcher attachment here. If you just line it up with the plastic nubs behind this plate here, it locks it right in place and you're ready to go with the side catcher. And again, just lift it up, pops right off, nice and easy. And I'm going to lock it back down here. Again, another common complaint about the Toro mowers is the individual lever for each wheel to get it to the height adjustment that you want. So I know a lot of people make this a sore point. Really, for the majority of the season, you're probably going to have it at one height anyways, so the slight inconvenience, but nothing that's going to stop me from enjoying the overall performance of this system here. And I think that's all the key points. Oh, I guess one other thing to note here, and I'll give you a better zoom up later, but with the Toro motor, you have your speed control here. So you have an auto mode or you have max mode. So with the Force Flex system that Toro has, although it's a 60 volt battery, it uses about 54 volts for usual running. It will then reserve that extra bit if you get into some thicker grass or something like that. So, and then it'll rev up at that point, so make sure that the system doesn't stall. So if you want to run max all the time, of course you're going to choose the battery life a little bit quicker for your stay, but I'm going to try it out with auto and see how it revs up when it hits those thick patches. So I think that's everything in the garage. I think let's take this thing outside and give it a try. Okay, so I've got the height set to G, which is I think 4¼ inches, being the first mow of the season, I'm gonna keep it at the highest setting and see how it goes. So, pull back on your throttle handle here, press the blue key here. Okay, so that pass was just me pushing the mower. A lot lighter than my old one. Even though it has the cast aluminum deck on there, it was still so much easier to push. Now I'm going to use the personal pace and see how much easier that is. As expected, that was a lot easier. Felt no pressure or effort at all. Very quiet system. Now I don't have to worry about disturbing my neighbors as they're having a barbecue if I decide to do a late evening mow. So that was really nice. Yeah, I have to say it's pretty easy. Now I'm gonna actually try the max mode, so my grass hasn't kind of grown in yet to kind of really use that extra oomph, so let's try it on the max mode for a couple passes. Gonna make the switch here on the handle from auto to max. You could hear the difference obviously when it was revving. One of the other reasons I was holding out for this unit here, again from a deck perspective, plastic deck. I'm not sure if you saw me when I was doing my passes there, lots of bouncing going around. Plastic deck, that thing's just gonna wobble, really cut down on the quality of your cut there. These are the cast aluminum, got a nice solid deck there to go with it, so it weighs it down, goes over those bumps, not as big of an issue, so keeping your cut quality good. Let's try some more, okay? So here's a more of a bird's eye view of the cut. Have to say, not as good as I was expecting it to be, but being the first cut, the grass is kind of all mangled right now. I'm hoping once it all grows in, we'll see a difference, but I may actually put on that performance blade to see if it does a better job. Stay tuned. Okay, so after doing a few more passes, again, I don't think my grass is as long as I thought it was, so what I've done is change the wheel from a G to an E, and I'm hoping that we may actually see a little bit more performance in the cut grass. So let's go over the spot where we were just at. Okay, I think that made a better difference there. I'm a little bit happier now than what I was initially, so going down 2, I think that puts me around the 3-inch. I'll have to verify that, but yeah, I'm much happier now with the cut. It's a little scared there first, but a lot better. Stay tuned. Okay, so this is my first run of the lawnmower this year, any lawnmower this year, so you can see the final product looks really good. Get you in for a closer look up, Should be an improvement from the first one we did earlier. All right, so that looks a lot better than the first go. Definitely lowering the wheel height helped in that regard. Grass is a little wet to start off with, so that's not going to help either, but I will have to try that performance blade to see if it makes any further difference. So stay tuned for a future video on that. Okay, so finished the backyard. I have to say that with the reduced weight of this thing, I found myself just pushing it without the personal pace system. Just so used to it because my last transmission blew up on me. So the last season I've been just pushing it manually, but so much less effort. And when I remember to put in the personal pace, nice thing about it is that you don't have to jam the handlebar down to kind of go max. As it states, it's personal pace, so you can put it down a little bit, you can put it down a lot. You saw I have a bit of a slope in the backyard, just made those slopes effortless. So after doing that, it's the battery here. So it starts off with 4 bars. I've used 1 bar thus far, just doing that backyard. And I did a couple passes, again, doing different lengths. So I probably went over that backyard 1.5 times, and I've got plenty to go. This battery obviously works with the Force Flex family that Toro offers. So I did pick up a trimmer and a blower. It is interchangeable. It comes, the trimmer and the blower come with a 2.5 amp battery, 60 volt. But you can bring this 7.5 amp, put it in. Now, weight this battery, it's just a little over 6 pounds, 6.4 pounds. So it can throw off maybe the balance of the trimmer, being so much weight on the end. I'll have to try that on a future video. Yeah, so why don't we give actually let's take a look underneath, see how much greenery we got here, and we can try out the washout port. Okay, well, really not much accumulation, even though it was a bit of wet grass there this morning. A little bit of cake on there. We can at least try it out, see how easy it is. Yeah. Okay, so here's the washout port. Again, just attach your hose. It's got a nice method of making sure it grips or threads with your hose, so you don't have to spin your hose. You just turn this thing. Helps that I turn it the right way. Even has a little symbol, turn it this way, Nimrod, to lock it. So apparently I missed that. All right, so it's attached. Let's get some water. All right, water is sputtering through. Water's off. Now we follow the diagram to unattach my hose. Now again, just needs a little bit of drying time. You do that by turning it back on the lawnmower. make sure the blade is not running anymore. We take out the key as a backup just in case for safety. Alright. Still see some wet pieces in there, but all in all, I think it did a bang up job. Save you from having to keep tilting the lawnmower or washing it out by hand all the time, so I liked it. Another point I should make here, nice feature, I was looking to go electric anyways, not going to replace my gas mower, is that just even taking your lawnmower from spot to spot, or there's debris in your way, whatnot. I used to have like a Velcro strip that would always engage the throttle handle there so that the mower was still going, preventing you from having to stop, pick up what you need to do, and then throw the ripcord again trying to start up. This is just so much nicer. It's just a habit to break now. It's like, oh, I have to move it from here to here. I can just let it turn off as I get close, pull the handle, press the blue starter key, and it start up before you even get to the next part of grass. So just great convenience all around, going with the battery powered, except for the obvious of not having to worry about gas, oil changes, spark plug replacements. Now, one thing it is required with this transmission, there's a couple little nibs in the back of the tires. They suggest for maintenance every 25 hours of use, get a grease gun, just put it in the back, 3 little dabs on your grease gun just to keep everything lubricated so you can maximize the life of your lawnmower. Yeah, I think this is it for the lawnmower. I will try and put in the performance blade, do an update on that, and then in the meantime, I'm going to try out some of the other Force Flex tools that Toro offers. I'm going to try the weed whacker or trimmer and the blower, see how that works out. See you then. Thank you for sitting through my first video. Hopefully I can make some more. If you like them, please add your comments where I can make improvements. But I hope this has been informative for you. And hopefully this is the first review you're going to see on this new Toro mower. It's model 21388 on the Toro branding. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.